Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmidt. This is my wife Samantha. In the last episode.
So we went into it pretty thoroughly at the end of the last episode.
Yeah.
Finished the last episode about an hour ago.
Yeah.
So we're going right into it, and I'm excited to see kind of what's going on a little bit more, get some more answers, and just really dive into Rust and Martin.
Yeah, it was a very intriguing episode. Instagram or Twitter, all of those links are in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the episode.
Back then, not sleeping. I lay awake thinking about women, my daughter, my wife. Shit, sorry I drift.
3 beers in.
Yeah, probably finish his flask.
That's why I like to drink alone. One reason anyway. I mean, the aunt reckoned maybe it was something she made in school.
This makes me feel like it is like a larger thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the last time you saw the
woman's family, and it's me.
Jeez.
Going to church.
Do you remember where that church was?
Ow. I get these headaches. It's like store.
Jeez.
Been dry cleaning for 20 years. And chemicals.
Problem was there was things he needed he couldn't admit to.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Miss Carla?
I guess she always had her mom's place.
So she's the one the ex-husband spoke to.
Yeah.
Like, hi. And she said she found a church, but, something wrong with them.
Now, do you remember where this church was?
No.
Definitely a very secretive church. No one knows where it is.
Down south, like around Spanish Lake, girls used to stay there, something, all she said.
I wonder if that has something to do with the church.
Yeah.
You know what tweakers get up to? Dude in New Orleans cut up his girl, felt remorse, tried to piece her back together with crazy glue.
Oh my God.
She articulated a personal vision. Vision is meaning. Meaning is historical.
Definitely agree with him.
That it's a lot bigger.
Yeah, like,
It's just very like wait for the evidence and facts to come in.
right.
Rust is much more just like swinging for the fences.
Establish a timeline, build a story.
The hell is that? A little tiny eye mirror or something?
For his spiritual journey or whatever he called it in the first episode, maybe?
Yeah.
Why didn't you leave when I had Chris call?
I don't know, I guess I'd sobered up a little. Besides, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Being around your family.
Enjoying it.
I was married, Marty, for 3 years. Baby girl, she died. Car accident, she was 2 years old. Marriage couldn't handle it.
Finally learned it.
Hey, you were married once.
Came close another time. Laurie. Maggie introduced us. It broke off. It was for the best. You know, I gave her cause. I can be hard to live with.
Is Maggie Martin's wife? I don't remember her name.
I wear them down. They get unhappy.
Yeah, I think the job does that to a lot of guys.
What does his marriage have to do with this?
Right?
Now I live in a little room out in the country behind a bar. Work 4 nights a week. In between, I drink.
Just totally escaped everything.
After all these years, there's a victory in that.
Yeah, the line of questioning from these two cops is still very interesting.
It's like very...
You can...
He doesn't have his wedding ring on anymore.
Sometimes you gotta get your head right. Might as well stop by.
I don't know, where are you?
This might explain why he doesn't have his wedding ring on anymore. That's why he jumped up so quick when she came to the office.
Don't move a muscle.
Just the fingers.
You have the right to remain silent.
You definitely have a career in law enforcement.
I wonder if that has anything to do with them not being partners anymore in 7 years or something. That might be a stretch.
Yeah, I don't think so. Definitely has something to do with him not being married anymore, I'm sure.
Oh, how's he even driving? Jeez.
He was undercover. You know what that means? Shit.
4 years undercover. Sure, he did quite a few drugs to stay undercover.
Yeah.
Quaaludes.
Downers?
Dopey stuff. And we'll say 200 for the bottle.
Oof.
Heard of this place. Kind of trailer park. Girls work, stay. They call it the ranch. South of Spanish Lake. Supposed to be.
That's what Clara said.
Yeah.
We're thinking that he's been doing this a while. To go out and you just
I need to be considering my options as a young woman. You just want your cake and to eat it too.
How good is cake if you can't eat it?
Jesus.
Forget this is HBO.
Yeah, seriously.
Key to a healthy marriage.
Oh, it's Maggie, huh?
Oh, Maggie is his wife. Okay.
I get a connotation being implied here.
Are you saying that's wife? The high tide you walking in with?
You got some idea how my wife's pussy's supposed to smell? You don't say fuck all about my wife.
You got some self-loathing to do this morning, that's fine. But it ain't worth losing your hands over. Just apply a couple pounds of pressure. Snap your wrist.
Oh my god. Holy shit, that was intense.
That was cool. I want to know what that was.
Yeah, what the hell did he just do to his hands?
He's right, though. You got a guilty conscience. That has nothing to do with him.
Yeah. I feel like he might have a history of going pretty far. Who knows what kind of terrible stuff he had to do while being undercover.
Yeah.
Maybe you could just follow your nose.
Just leave.
Never heard about it? Little whorehouse?
Russ had about as sharp an eye for weakness as I ever seen.
Uh-oh.
I'll be right back.
Oh my gosh. What is he gonna do?
Whorehouse is, huh?
They just got so extreme. Got the directions, I'm sure.
Take 353 South, dirt fishing road to Bayou Chanel.
Okay.
Just made him
Don't
talk.
ask.
I like this side of Rust. So badass.
Yeah, I feel like there's like no middle ground for him. Like
No.
he's like full throttle or he needs to like stay super, super calm.
Yeah. I wonder who runs this place.
Yeah, I wonder if this is related to the church.
Yeah, maybe this church is where they get their women from or something.
What is this, some kind of hillbilly bunny ranch?
You might want to talk to Sheriff Bilson before you start
Do you, Wrath?
Did something happen to Dory?
She was nice to me when I first came around. Gave me tips and stuff.
About what?
How to be a prostitute?
You know, just how to be. Her ex is in prison. She'd been going to church.
Yeah, see, everyone knows she's going to church.
We're gonna need to question any girls might have known her.
Well, ma'am, it's the best way to get us to leave.
So blunt.
That girl's not 18. Sheriff, know you got underage working here?
Before she ran out on her uncle?
There are other places she could go. At that age, she is not equipped to make those kind of choices.
Why is it you add business to the mix and boys like you can't stand the thought?
It's interesting.
Yeah.
We'll be in touch.
Yes, thank you. Do something else.
I closed my eyes and saw the king in yellow moving through the forest.
You know the sheriff has got a stake in this place, too.
Can't get past it.
No. That's crazy that the sheriff is so aware of this.
Yeah.
It reads like fantasy. What if he was dosing her regular? Upping the dose little by little without her knowing it?
That's pretty elaborate.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
Here's the church.
Well, we should go there. Could be the church everyone mentioned.
Pick up the church on Monday.
Why would you want to go to the church right now?
Yeah, it seems very important.
North Shore Psychiatric Hospital.
You feel like talking about that?
Who gives a shit? My daughter, she was on her tricycle. We lived on a little bend in the road, and Claire and I turned on each other. We resented each other for being alive, you know. A nine into a crankhead for injecting his infant daughter with crystal.
Oh my god.
Said he was trying to purify her. They made me float her like a trick deep undercover narco. They got me.
Wow. Just be shipped around?
Killed 3 cartel men. I said, put me on homicide somewhere. By then, I was owed quite a few favors. Louisiana is what they had.
Jeez, that's how he ended up in Louisiana?
A long time after, I didn't really sleep.
Is he tripping out or did he notice something? Oh.
At least he's not driving this time.
Yeah, seriously. His mind is just so wrecked. It's amazing he can be as
Functioning
Yeah.
as he is, yeah.
How's that case going? The big one.
Working it.
Things like that didn't happen in these parts when I was young.
His dad seems well off.
Well, he talked about his family, like his mom reading bedtime stories, and it seemed like he had a picture-perfect upbringing.
If I have a problem with someone, I talk to them, Ma.
Well, you should be able to talk to me. I know what it's like to be married to a man.
Oh, that's not his dad.
Her family.
I don't know why you're so rude to me. If you're frustrated, don't take it out on me.
Well, the mom can see there's something going on.
I can't.
These kids are going in.
Yeah. Surprised they don't have life jackets on.
I've seen kids today, all in black, wearing makeup. Clinton.
I bet every old man probably said the same thing. And old men die, and the world keeps spinning.
How are the girls?
I got
It's a
this.
good way to say shut up.
I got this lead I wanted to check up on. I told you about it.
Come on, let's go.
Our line's tangled.
Just paddle in.
Okay.
I was stressing about those kids on the boat the entire time.
Especially when she came out. How's the kids?
Right, didn't even respond to her.
You've never seen her before?
Never before.
About you?
Just going around like the tax man. That's a lot of prostitutes.
Looking for this young lady. Does she recognize me?
Dora. Am I?
You might.
Dora never met her.
And right now, I need you to be strong so that I can do my job.
Used to not be such a chicken shit, I swear.
Even your mom thinks you're a ball buster.
Tell the girls dinner.
He was like, ooh, fucked up with that one.
Dinner time, kid. Go to the kitchen.
Are you coming?
Yeah, we're starving.
Really?
These kids are so sweet. What are they playing?
You know, I think about my daughter now. You know what?
That was odd.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel grateful.
I mean, he's seen the worst of the worst.
As to my daughter, she spared me the sin of being a father.
Just justifying the situation the best he can.
Yeah.
We've been tasked with investigating crimes with possible occult links.
Well, this task force is important to the commander and to the governor's office.
We're not stepping on your toes, Marty. We just got the mandate. We got to compare notes with what you got.
Xerox all you want. Make you feel like good cops.
Dang, get fucked.
You too, my office. You got an opinion about anything? You hold on to it. Or you tell it to Marty. Otherwise, button your big fat mouth. You had anything in the last weeks? You got a suspect?
Give us some more guys to follow up KAs.
I don't want you.
Jeez.
Not only by the grace of this man's reputation. God damn, Cole, how many ways are there for me to say, shut the fuck up?
We have a lead.
Oh, for Christ's sake, fuck off, Cole.
Stalling? They're not stalling.
Yeah, they gotta get to this church.
Yeah.
It's your call. You want to dump this one off? You know, Teddy Bertrand's a good detective. You know him. Well, you're a smartass with your mouth shut.
We've got a lead on a church. Our Vic.
How much more time could you get us? Give us the rest of the month. I'll try.
Bind them sometime.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
As the crow flies, y'all are wanting to ask about that big throwdown in the woods.
Eventually, sure. Right now, we just trying to track the case.
Throwdown in the woods, huh?
That y'all are trying to jam somebody up. You're onto something new.
The reveal of what these two cops are after is gonna blow my mind, I'm sure.
According to this map, it should be within these few miles. There's no date on this flyer, which is strange.
Something over there?
Something up there.
Ooh, good catch. I didn't even see it.
Well, that's not what I was looking at. I was looking at that.
Oh, like the factory down there or
Yeah.
something? This is an interesting church.
Burned down?
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh, did that form the circle symbol?
Yeah.
Fire must have happened a long time ago.
Oof.
This is definitely where someone gets murdered. Is that like an owl?
Missed it.
This ain't no kind of anything.
Marty. There are other times.
Whoa. Those are antlers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that road go to something? All right, that was episode 2 of True Detective. What'd you think?
I mean, very similar to the first episode. Like, we're getting a ton of information.
Yeah.
But none of it really lines up quite yet.
Yeah, I felt like we moved forward a little bit, but nothing was really cleared up.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of like tiny puzzle pieces. A lot of it is just development of Martin and of Rust.
Right.
Which I'm sure will help put together this case, and you know, we're going through all of that. But I think the real story is, what are these two guys trying to figure out here?
Yeah, these two cops in the present that are interrogating or questioning Martin and Rust.
Right, because it really doesn't seem like it has to do with this case. They clearly have a case. They showed the photo, and it very much looks like it could have been the same person that did it.
Yeah.
But the questions that they're asking are just so personal.
Yeah, like almost nothing to do with the case.
Yeah, and like even, you know, Martin and Rust will bring up like, oh, do you want to hear about how we did this? Or, oh, do you want to hear about this aspect? And they're like, oh, we'll get to that.
Yeah, that's not so important. Like, how was dinner with Martin? And it's like, what? Like,
exactly. So I'm really curious how this all ties in with their new case. What exactly is it that they're trying to learn? Very intrigued.
Yeah, that's definitely the most puzzling thing right now, on top of just solving this original case.
Mm-hmm.
But this episode definitely felt like we got a little bit more kind of character development. We saw different sides of both Martin and Rust. Martin showing that affair and the crumbling marriage.
Right.
You know, the first episode, everything seemed cool.
Mm-hmm.
This, it's like, okay, he's cheating on her and she's either aware of it or she just knows something's up.
Right.
And then you have the backstory with Rust, where going through some pretty traumatic stuff, ending up in a psychiatric ward,
mm-hmm.
and then essentially still being able to kind of keep his job because he was owed some favors, I believe.
Right, and he killed
someone.
Or three people?
I think he's killed a handful of people, because I think that was something that was kind of shown to us, that from the first episode,
mm-hmm.
it didn't really seem like Rust was very aggressive. It seemed like he was very, you know, a thinker and kind of like observe stuff. But there was a couple of scenes in this episode where it was like, holy crap, I think Rust has an entirely different level, which you kind of touched upon, like he can go one way or the other.
Yeah, you know, seeing the whole hand thing with Martin.
Yeah.
And then seeing him just like absolutely like knock out one of those guys in the auto shop.
Yeah, just went in and just started hitting.
Yeah, with a whole toolbox.
Hit him with the toolbox and almost probably broke the arm or the hand of the other guy.
Right.
And like didn't even phase him. Just walked back to the car and was like, okay, we're gonna take a left here and stuff. It's like, you just like destroyed these two dudes.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to Rust in terms of his danger. So interesting characters and cops are going after.
Mm-hmm.
And in their past timeline, they're running out of time. Whatever the church aspect of it, anti-Christian.
Right, and then you have the anti-cult group that they're making.
Right.
There's just a lot of moving parts in this, but I'm really enjoying it. I just am like, I feel like we might be missing something here. Like, it's so hard.
I'm sure we're missing a ton.
Yeah.
But it also does feel like we are getting a lot of puzzle pieces and we still can't really put anything together. But I think both of us immediately were kind of like, our mouths like kind of dropped a little bit when we saw those birds.
Yeah, that was like weird. That was the first kind of like otherworldly type of thing that we saw.
Yeah, I think we both realized it at the exact same time.
Yeah.
Those birds absolutely looked like they made that spiral shape that was on her back.
Right. And someone else in the first episode had said, oh, that's like a symbol for Satan or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't remember that.
Also church, I mean, I guess anti-church, and then like cults, like it's all kind of coming together.
Yeah, we saw the graffiti, what the final shot of this episode is going to reveal, but then I think it was just revealing a road. It looked like in the big brawl in the woods.
Right. So there's definitely something coming. Obviously, this church has been burned down, so they're somewhere. These people have gone somewhere.
Or they still operate there, like they just picked this abandoned place because I feel like there's a larger thing going on just based off the fact that we saw one of those like little involved now, that it can't, I don't see it just being just one single dude pulling all of this off.
Which is kind of crazy because when they talked about it, they were like, oh, well, you know, we caught the guy. Like, it sounded like it was just a single person.
Right.
But this is very clearly an organization of people.
That's the same feeling I'm getting. Like, there's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
So, super, super interested. Still getting a lot of, like, puzzle pieces. It's crazy that this is only 8 episodes because we're already 2 down.
Yeah,
so
we're 2 in and I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's like there's only 6 episodes left. That feels like nothing.
Yeah.
But then again, 6 episodes is longer than all of Chernobyl was. And Chernobyl was an absolute experience. So
true.
They're like, they can absolutely do so much more in these.
Are there things that we have a tendency to like kind of overanalyze or to read into things a lot?
Yeah, I'm sure we read into a lot of stuff that's designed for us to probably read into just to
throw us off.
So it's gonna be crazy. Oh my god, how do we not catch that?
Exactly.
So I'm looking forward to watching more for sure.
Yeah, me too.
The link to our Patreon is in the description. If you'd like to interact with us on any other types of social media,